sorry, I was just dreaming about... Wait, are we at a college campus? I thought we were supposed to do a high school today. I'm awake, I promise. Hey guys, it's Kayla from Scola. Today we're at San Antonio College, but also Imelda Davis Early College High School. Let's find out how that works. So today we're here at Imelda Davis Early College High School. I'm with their principal, Mr. Flores. Thank you so much for having us today.
Welcome to the campus.
Thank you. So your school is clearly very unique, being an early college high school. So can you tell us really what that means in terms of your mission for these students here?
So our ultimate goal is to get students to earn up to 60 college hours while in high school.
Oh, wow.
Luckily enough, Imelda Davis is on the campus of San Antonio College, which is the #1 college in the country right now. So our kids have access to everything at the college campus. So where most schools are saying that they're going to get their kids college ready, our kids are college students as early as their freshman year. So for example, all of our kids next semester as freshmen, they'll take their first college course. We have a success rate of roughly 75% of our students earn their associate degree while in high school, all at no cost.
Wow, that is a huge cost savings.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how expensive college can be.
Huge savings.
So to be able to do that while you're in high school is just a huge opportunity for those students to really set them up for success afterwards
Yes.
too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have our kids, we start working with them from freshman year on what their plan is for their career as well as school. So every quarter we meet with the college counselor, with the high school counselor, and they work with the kids on an individual plan to make sure that they're on the right path to where they want to transfer to. We have kids all over the country. And in fact, we have some kids who go to the military who are in Japan right now,
Oh, wow.
in Germany. So our success is not just here in the backyard of San Antonio, it's throughout the country.
That's awesome. So we know that this campus is pretty unique in general, but what would you say are 3 things that really make it stand out?
Well, one is the power of placement. We are on a college campus, so our students are engulfed in the college community and the college culture immediately. Mm-hmm. So they are part of the college. So they are college students, so when they get their college ID, they walk different, they talk different. They're college students. So that's the main thing there. The other thing is that what we do here is what I believe is at the core of economic development. We are helping these kids get their college hours, but also we're focusing on 3 career paths here at Imelda Davis, which is teaching, cybersecurity, and nursing. Those areas have the highest need in employment in San Antonio and the greater Bexar County area within the next 15 years. So it wasn't at random that we just chose these areas. These are areas that the city needs to have. Now, it's open to anybody with any degree you want to get, but those are the things that we're focusing on. And the last thing I believe is the community. We are here as a team. We're one community. We work on this together so all of our kids are successful. We remind our kids every day that they have value, that they matter, that they're loved. So we make sure that they understand that part. As well as the academics, we have a strong support system here for social emotional and also for academics in tutoring. It's embedded in the school day. So we have embedded in the school day, we have tutoring, we have double blocks of academics to make sure that these kids are successful, not only in high school, but also in their college courses.
That's awesome, especially when you mentioned social emotional, is because when students go off to college, sometimes that's the piece that they're missing.
Yeah.
And so by them being college students and high school students at the same time, they're still getting that piece that really helps them develop into, the citizen that they want to be.
Yeah, because they're always going to be ahead of the ball game. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be, when they graduate here at 18 years old, they're really transferring in as college juniors. So it's not just the academic side, it's making sure they're empowered to own their own education. So when they're in college courses, one thing that we do here that's important is our kids are embedded in the college culture. So it's not just dual credit with us on a college campus. Our students are in college courses with other traditional college students and college professors. Mm-hmm. So in their school day, they may come to first period at the high school, then second period they have to walk across the college campus, take a college course, come back. So we have to teach differently here because our kids are in a college setting. So small things like asking to go to the bathroom, asking to, or when class lets out. Our kids are having to understand that part at the college because they're in college courses with college students. And when they come back to the high school, we still treat them like they're in college. So they have a different understanding of the education system.
Yeah, and I love that. I'm sure students just feel really awesome walking into those college classes as high schoolers. Like, it's just a different feeling when you're a college student. So I really, that probably boosts their confidence a lot too.
It is a huge boost. What they realize is that they belong here. They realize that it is a matter of hard work. Now they get really excited when they outperform traditional college kids, or when they come back and they show us they have an A in a class, or that, or we get college professors calling us saying, "Hey, this kid's amazing. How'd you do this?" And they're just traditional kids who do extraordinary things because we have a staff here that believes in them, and a staff here that prepares them for the bigger picture. It's always looking at. We tell the kids here is, they're going to take in 4 years, 6 years of school, and we're going to be with them the whole way when they graduate high school, and then when they finish their degree in 2 more years. And we have an alumni network that's growing, and it's pretty powerful. We have alumni who come back and teach for our school district, and they're 21 years old with a BA degree.
That's super inspirational.
Yeah, and no debt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So obviously, since these kids are both in high school and college at the same time, you're gonna have to teach a little bit differently than you would at a traditional high school. So how do you guys approach that?
So we use a system of the common instructional frameworks in where we want the students to write, read, and speak, and they talk about what they're learning. It's a different setting. This is not a school with worksheets and packets to do. This is about them thinking. It's about them understanding why they do something. So for example, in a math class, it's not just knowing how to get an answer, it's how do we solve this problem? And then how do we apply this in different areas? We really want these kids to understand the power of learning things and of thinking. We don't chase test scores, we don't chase accolades. We do what's best for the kids, and when we do that, those accolades come into play. And then our test scores are actually very well. When we compare to other early college high schools, we're in the top of that area, and it's really because we look at the teaching and the learning, not so much about just making sure we cover this content to pass this one state test. That's a minimum. We want our kids to be successful at the college level, and that is us making sure that they're empowered to embrace their learning and become their own advocate for it. So in addition to the academics, we use AVID, which is a national program that is helping our students get ready for college and be prepared in college. So it's looking at note-taking skills, how to study, how to apply to universities, financial aid. All of that is encompassed in AVID. They meet daily with that, and it's overall 4 years. So they're leaving with a skill set that's not only in a certain content area, but again, it's them being their own advocate for their education and the power that, we always tell our kids they're gonna walk in greatness. This is one of those tools for them to continue that walk in greatness.
Yeah, and that's super important going into college. You don't always have someone there to hold your hand through your education anymore. So learning to be a leader of your learning at such a young age and getting that experience is so valuable when they do transfer to that 4-year university. Yeah,
and it's also teaching them skills that unfortunately in schools, we don't spend a lot of time teaching them, but they need to learn how to read for purpose, how to take notes, how to study. And this is time allotted just for that. So when they're getting a course, let's say they're getting ready in English or in math, they're also learning, how do I take notes in this? How do I study for this content? And then they have study groups as part of AVID that they tutor themselves. So it's a lot of it is just, again, that team aspect of making sure we're all successful.
So we're here with Mr. Maureen. He is a math teacher here. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been teaching here?
Well, this is my first year here, but I've been teaching for 19 years.
Oh, wow.
And teaching math and robotics.
Oh, awesome.
So one of the reasons I'm here is, of course, to teach math, but then also to build a robotics program for the school. I'm excited about it because I get to be part of something that's starting from ground zero.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to be in that like startup setting, and I'm sure if you've got some students that have that STEM mind, that's something to be really excited about.
And you know, being a part of a STEM program, the kids are, the product you produce as a result of a STEM program, or the kids are amazing.
Yeah, that's super awesome. And then just what has your experience been teaching here and working with these students?
Oh yeah, I love it here, to be honest. Working with these, the freshmen. I haven't worked with freshmen since my first year I taught.
Oh gosh.
So it was kind of, I'm looking back at it, it was, wow, I was a bit scared because I was teaching Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, and then now I'm doing Algebra 1 and Geometry. So it was quite a step back, and I had to change my frame of mind, but it's been fun so far.
That's so great to hear. I'm glad you love it here. So being on a college campus, can you tell us how that impacts your campus and your community here?
Yeah, so it's more than just being on the campus. It's really taking over that power of placement. So our students, they're actually college students. They have a college ID. So our students are San Antonio College students as well as Imelda Davis early college high school students. They have access to everything at the college campus. That goes from the gymnasium to the computer labs, to the library. But also our kids are part of the San Antonio College community. So they can go into theater, and they're in productions at the theater here. They can go in athletics. We've seen kids in soccer, basketball. They're also in clubs here. So they're part of that campus. So it's not just that they're here and there's high school kids on campus. They're part of the community. So when they're in a college class, they may have their poetry published. They may have their artwork posted somewhere in the galleries here because they're Alamo College students at San Antonio College.
Yeah, well that's super awesome, because I know that the fear of going to an early college is like, am I going to miss out on that high school experience of getting to do the sports and the clubs and all of those things? But by being able to be part of the college community, they really get that opportunity either way. So that's super awesome.
Yeah, so they get both of them. They're able to use both. And we have some kids who they really want to do athletics, or they really want to do an art, and they have access to that. The reason that a lot of early college high schools like ourselves don't have a high school program in athletics is because of the course load is so heavy.
Okay.
By senior year, they're taking 30 college hours plus high school courses.
Yeah.
So it is intense. But like we tell kids, in 4 years, they will be ahead of everyone else, and they have zero debt. I mean, it's powerful to see, like I mentioned before with economic development, it's powerful to see 21-year-olds with an undergraduate degree and zero debt.
Yeah.
So that changes not only them, but their whole family now. And we've seen, it's interesting, we've seen families come back to college. So parents come back to college because now their daughter's in college. And they're since you're there, I want to go there too. And it's neat to see parents, drop off their kids and then walk to a class, and then, they're teenagers, so they want to meet up for lunch or anything, but after school, they'll hang out. So it's neat to really see that whole family shift in education.
That's unbelievable. That's so inspiring that the parents then go back as well.
It's neat.
So then for any parents who'd be interested in giving their child an opportunity to go here and really experience the high school and college experience, where can they find more information? The
best bet is to go to our district webpage, which is www.newfrontierspublicschools.org. And there's an application. You can also contact through the webpage the campus. We can schedule a tour, schedule a visit to come out and see this in action.
Awesome. And then you can also learn more about their school on their Scola profile on Scola.com. Thank you again so much for having us.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on Imelda Davis Early College High School. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next school.